Thanks for tuning in to this clean cartography tutorial video. Today's lesson will demonstrate how to install Java and GeoServer. This lesson will take about 8 minutes, and the only thing that you need is an internet connection to download Java and GeoServer, and I'll step you through the rest of it. Okay, let's get started. The first thing that we want to do is launch our browser, and we're going to type Java, hit enter, and we're going to click on java.com. And then we're going to click on download Java. And we're going to confirm this 64-bit version 8. And we can say download Java. We'll notice it pops up right here. And as soon as this is done, I'm just going to double click it. Okay. Double click, minimize my browser. We should get a pop-up here in the middle. Welcome to Java. What I like to do is click on change destination folder. I'm actually not going to change the folder. I just want to make sure that it's set to the directory that I'd like it to be. I'll say install, and it's going to install the C, program files, Java, everything looks good. If I did want to change it, I could say change, but I just like to see that it's in the right directory. And then I'm going to say next. This will install. And once that's done, I'll get a notice that I've successfully installed Java. I can now close this. And my next step is to click on the start menu, and we're going to type environmental variables, and as soon as I type that, you'll see something pop up. Environmental, actually I only got to EN, and we can see edit the system environmental variables. We want to give this a click, and now my system properties will pop up. I'll notice that I have a few tabs here. We want to make sure that we're on advanced. If you're not on advanced already, click that, and then at the bottom right you'll notice it says environmental variables, and what we can do is click on this. And then I want to check to confirm that Java is not under my system variables. I've confirmed that it's not, so what I can do is I can click new, and I'm going to say JRE underscore home for Java runtime environment and home, and then we're going to browse to that directory that we confirmed that it was in. So this PC, we're going to go down here to program files. We're going to see Java, and we're just going to select the top folder. Okay. Now we're going to say OK, and we'll notice that we see JRE underscore home. We'll click OK again, and OK. And now we've set the system environmental variables to include Java runtime environment. Now that we've done that, just as a confirmation that I like to do is we're going to click start again, and we're going to type in command prompt. We're going to hit enter. And now what we can do is simply type set and enter. And we just want to scroll up to confirm that we see JRE underscore home and it's pointing to the right folder. Confirmation that we've actually set the environmental variables correctly, and we can close this. Okay, the next thing that we want to do is we'll go back to our browser and we're going to type GeoServer. And we can click on download. And we're going to want to download the latest stable release, so GeoServer 2.21.1. So we'll give this a click, and I'm going to click Windows Installer, and this will download in 5 seconds. I can just double click this, minimize again, and we can see welcome to GeoServer 2.21.1, and we'll say next, and then we will of course read the license agreement very thoroughly, and we'll say I agree. And then the next thing we're prompted for is to ensure that Java runtime environment JRE is installed, and we're looking for JDK or JRE 8 or 11, 64-bit. So for some reason it's popping up saying you don't have a valid JDK installed. Please click on the link below and download and install. But what we can do is we just want to make sure that we go back to our path, go back to program files. We'll click on Java and we'll set that same path and we'll say OK. And now we get the path is valid, 64-bit JRE 8 detected, and we can say next. And we're going to install this on C program files GeoServer, and we can say next. We'll leave this as GeoServer. We'll say next again. And then we're going to get to the GeoServer administrator credentials. And for this tutorial, I'm just going to leave everything as the default. Feel free to change this, but just make sure that you document what you've set the username and password to. Again, for tutorial only, I'm just going to leave this as the defaults. Click next. And now we're on the web server port, and we want to leave this as port 8080, the default. Click next again, and now we're at the execution type. So we have a couple different options. I would recommend, if you're new to this, just to leave it as install as a service, or you're doing something where you want to start and stop the service manually using Windows services, you would select this option. But if you keep it as a service, which is recommended, anytime you start Windows, it'll automatically start GeoServer. So for my case, I will leave this as recommended. Click next, and we get a nice little summary of what we're going to install. Confirm this looks good. We'll click install, and it'll speed through the process. This goes actually very quickly. All right. Again, you can see it's writing environmental variables, and I'll speed this part up again in post just for time's sake. Okay, that has completed, and now we're done. Now that GeoServer's been successfully installed, what we can do is we can launch Windows services and actually confirm that GeoServer is running. And type services, and we're going to click services right here. And what we can do is we can scroll down until we see GeoServer, and all we want to do is confirm that GeoServer is running. So it is. So now from here, we can close that. We're going to launch our browser. We're going to open a new tab, and we want to go to the following address. Type in localhost :port 8080/GeoServer/web, and then we can hit enter, and this will take us to our GeoServer. So from here, what we can do is we can log in. Again, that was admin and GeoServer. It'll log us in, and now we can see, welcome, here we are. We have some base layers. We can click on these and see what they are. They're just the template out of the box. And congratulations, you've just installed GeoServer. That concludes this video tutorial. Thank you for tuning in.